Okay, welcome back to our bootstrap course. This is section 2, exercise number 1. We are just going to concentrate on the footer, stylish it a bit for this exercise 1. And what I'm going to do is you have to get the current content. Not much changes have been made, but the container class I realized that I declared it twice when we were in our first section. So this section I've taken it off, and I think I've adjusted the column numbers to this state. So the next thing I would just do is that I'm going to save my work and preview what we had left. This is where we were in our section 1. Okay, now I'm going to do something small. I think I've added YouTube to it, and this too I've made it links. Okay, so that is what I've done. That is the changes we've done to this web page. Of course, you know all of the elements that we have declared, like the anchor tags and the rest. So let's continue. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that in my footer, I declared here to be a container and here to be a container. I've deleted that one. Now I'm going to define my own CSS. So I've created a CSS page, cascading style sheets, called my style.css, and I've included inside my CSS folder of the bootstrap. So I have to require it if I need it. That is what it means. So let's get back. So I'm just going back to the topmost part of my web page where I included the CSS for my bootstrap CSS component. I'm just going to include my defined one. Okay, so my customized one is called then we have the editor helping us with my style.css. So I'm just going to save my work, and here I've not included much. I've just defined a row content. Okay, I've defined a class called row content, and I've given the padding bottom to be 10 pixels, and I'm saving my work, and I'll go back. I've already included it. Now I just have to make use of it. So now we are defining some styles that we will add to it. So first of all, I'm going to make this one. You see, it's just a container, and you remember in my presentation I said you could use a container fluid. So I'm going to use container fluid, and we will see the effect. Okay, now let's get back, and it has expanded to the entire screen by using the container fluid. You can see where my footer has gotten to. So I'm going to stylish it a bit. I'm going to include the row content here. I'll do the same to the rest. Row content, wherever I see my row, I'll just include my row content, and I'll save my work because that is a class. So I'm defining it as a class. You know, you can call two classes in. When you call class, you can call two of your class or three. You can call them. So I'm saving it, and I'll get back to my web page, and this is the current state of my web page. I've just included a button, a pattern from the top to here. That is what I've done. So you can see the state of my web page. I'm going to include this row content in all my rows. So I'm just going to copy that. Okay, and I'll go to my home.html, and I'll paste inside my rows. Okay, I already have my row content here, and I have another row again. Okay, so I can just define all of them in the row content. Okay, and I can save my work, and when we preview it, this is the current state of our web page. Okay, that's good. I think we are good to go. Now let's go quickly in this exercise. What I want us to learn is this. Okay, let's come back to the footer. Just like I told you, we are going to stylish the footer a bit. Now we included the font awesome, so we have to make use of it and see how good it what's good would it add to our web page as of now. So I'm taking the Facebook off. Okay, it was just a letter. Now I'm just taking it off, and I'll go. I already have some code in my courses.txt, and I'm just going to copy it. Okay, and come back to home dot, and then I'll paste it here, home.html. Then when I save it, let's go back to our web page, and you can see that the font awesome has given us an icon called Facebook, and that is the way you will include your font awesome. For more classes on font awesome, go to fontawesome.io, and you would get much more to learn. So I'm just going to copy the next ones, and I'll paste them just like this one. Okay, let me just copy all this. No, let me just copy one after the other, and then I would now switch to my home.html, and I would paste this, and I would now switch to my CSS, my courses.txt, and I'll copy the YouTube to, okay, and I'll switch to it again, and I'll paste it here. That is, I'm going to take off the YouTube writings, and I'll paste it, and I'll go to next again, switching it again. I have my courses.txt. I'm going to paste in the code that I'll need for my Twitter. Okay, and I'm going to switch again, and I'll copy my link, my LinkedIn, and I'll paste it in the LinkedIn, meaning I'm taking all the write-ups, the text, and I'm now including fonts in almost all of them. So now let's look at the state of our web page, and we can see follow us, and we have all the links displayed nicely for us. We can increase this later on in the courses. We will try and increase it. Okay, now let's get back to our web page. Good. Now what is next? What's next? What should I do again? Okay, we can see that we have bullet all our links because we've not included a class. So it has a class. There is a class that we can include here, and we will call it my style. Yes, I believe my style, which is in courses.txt. I have list unstyled here, so I'm just going to copy that class, and I would include it here. Okay, list unstyled class calling from bootstrap, and let's see what happens. So we can see that now this is what we have. Okay, I trust you are enjoying the course, because you are just calling classes. We are not defining them like the CSS we are doing. So the next thing we will do is that let's go to courses.txt, and we have some additional ones here for us. Fafa phone. Okay, I'm just going to copy Fafa phone, and I will switch to here, and where I'm requiring telephone number, I'll just paste my Fafa phone, and I'll save my work. See what we have in our Fafa phone. When we refresh it, this is what we have. Okay, we have caused damage to our web page, but I think because we didn't close this. Okay, so that's all. We have to save our work. Then now we have a Fafa phone being displayed. Let's just give it a space more. Okay, now we can switch and copy. The next thing we want is we have Fafa phone, we have the envelope. Okay, yep. Okay, then we'll just paste it in where we are requiring something like mail or something. Okay, let's use PO box, the post office box. We'll just include that one. Okay, all right, and then we are making a headway. Then we would now come to our web page, and we can see our envelope has been included. We can give it a space too, so we can just say space here, and we can still call our BR, okay, our break, That is it. Okay, then we have it here being stylish for us. Okay, that's good. So we would stylish this nicely, don't worry, but for now I have to teach you how you would go about all of them. So we have our Fafa phone, we have Fafa phone envelope, we have many of them. Now when you go to the Frontalsam page, you would learn a lot more on this icon. So this is the exercise 1. This is what I wanted you to get, and then see you next in our exercise number 2, which is section 2, exercise 2, coincidentally. So till we meet again, peace be upon you.